Hey guys, we're looking at 15 Minecraft mods for 1.16.5 with under 100,000 downloads. Some of the mods will be in newer versions, and I'll list that in the video. And also in the description will be a link to each of the mods. So the first mod we're going to be looking at is called Eleanor Sweetness Valley, and with Eleanor Sweetness Valley, it spawns two biomes. This biome that's called Caramel Valley, mod that's called Sugar Pole, and it even both biomes come with their own structures, with like presents, some drawers, some dressers, and stuff like that. And there's also a bunch of just candy and loot in them. And you can find two types of tool sets, a green one and a red one. The next one we're going to be looking at is called Deinonychus. And with Deinonychus, it adds these guys and another dinosaur, the Deinonychus. And so when it's nighttime, there's the Deinonychus that you have to wait because in survival, you can't hit these guys. You can't do this. You can't do anything to them. So you wait for them to kill it like that. And then it drops two things, an egg, which you like place down, and it just breaks open, I think. And also, you have to kill these guys. You get feathers, which you can use like regular feathers. So eventually these guys will drop an egg. And with this egg, you have to keep feeding it the meat of the other guy. Eventually, you'll get your own raptor that you can actually ride. The next mod we look at is called Elder Strider, and with Elder Strider, it adds these guys who are just like old striders who will eat any type of mushroom just from your hand. So when they're out of the lava, they eventually get hurt like that, and then they actually run to the lava. The next mod we're going to be looking at is called ham and cheese. With ham and cheese, you use this recipe right here, and it will make you a pizza, a pineapple ring pizza. Something else this mod adds is a bunch of ways you can actually make a sandwich. So you can put one piece of cheese, a cheese sandwich, then you can put that to also make that. You get two cheese. You can even add tomato, and you get a sandwich. And then with a sandwich, you can put it on the grill. And then it makes a toasted cheese sliced sandwich. Other than sandwiches, it also adds a popcorn machine, and you could just get popcorn, and then there's pizza oven, and so on. So the next mod we're going to be looking at is called Mercs and Menaces. With Mercs and Menaces, you get the hiring scroll, and then you can get the rallying horn. So with the rallying horn, you just hold it, and it spawns these guys, and you use the hiring scroll, and you can actually hire them. You can ride the Ravager. Then take these guys up, and these guys will actually fight for you. They're like villagers that turned good. The next one we're going to be looking at is called MoreMeats, and with MoreMeats, it adds a type of raw meat for every single animal in Minecraft. So the squid, the horse meat, the bear meat, the pufferfish, the I don't know what that is, the fox, the venison, the turtle, and the dolphin. So the next two mods we're going to be looking at is called Skeleton Skull Ore and WitherSkeleton Ores. So with these two mods, they spawn really rarely throughout the Nether and the Overworld. And these are all the types that they have. When I mine each one, it'll give me a skeleton skull or a wither skull ore. The next mod we look at is called Knights of Sorrow, and Knights of Sorrow, it spawns this guy that will try to kill you. So then you kill him, and you'll get a couple items from him. Sometimes you'll get chest candy, you'll get bags of sorrow with bags of sorrow. You use it, and you sometimes get loot from it. So they also add obsidian candy, which I eat, and I get level 4 resistance, and I can't jump. It also has the throwable pumpkins. Something else is the chest candy. And the chest candy, I can eat it, and then it spawns a little pumpkin, and I can just stuff in him, and it tells smile face, and I can click this and make him sit. The next one we're going to be looking at is called Craftable Capes. With Craftable Capes, it adds 8 different capes, so you can craft each one. And you also have to have Curious, but then you put like one on your back. And there's a couple others as well, but they all just add capes if you really want to have a cape. The next one we're going to be looking at is called Seeds. And with Seeds, it adds 2 armor sets and tools, and then So what this mod does is if you bone meal and you do that, you can get some bad grass, which destroys your crops, and when you kill it, it gets you this sharp leaf, which you use to make the armor set. And then this mod also adds this, which like you can fill up, and it'll give you garbage because this mod is makes it so you can't waste anything, you know. So something else with this mod is when you get garbage from this thing and you make it to a block, you could smelt it, and you make this stuff, which makes the repair rings. And with the repair rings, if whenever you use durability on something, I mean you can't do it on that thing, but whenever you use durability, it takes durability from that and it repairs the tool you have. So the next mod have is called TnT Vest, and TnT Vest as this vest I have in my image on my body, of course. It's a good mod to like troll your fans if you want to, but usually to detonate it, you press minus, and when I press minus, it blows it up, and you're gonna die in the process, and it's also gonna destroy your vest. Then I could do it again, like like that, and my vest is gone. The next mod we're going to be looking at is called Yuki's Additional Medicine, and with this mod, it adds a mixing bowl, and you combine it with that and any flower of your choice, and you can get herb mix, and this with to make this, and you can make all sorts of medicine using each of these herbs. So, and each one of them gives you a different effect. So, invisibility, night vision, fire resistance, and haste. But yeah, it's just a medicine mod if you want to use this instead of potions. The next one we're gonna be looking at is called Turtle Armor, and the Turtle Armor, it makes it so you can craft each piece of armor. Oops, sorry. I can craft each piece with Scoot like I did this turtle shell helmet in regular Minecraft. And it gives you water breathing, slowness, dolphin's grace, and resistance. And I could just go fast. The next model we're gonna be looking at is called the Undead End, and it adds 3 structures like this with their own spawners and loot. Here's another structure like this, and it has a chest in the middle with an ancient ring, and this ancient ring gives you generation, strength, speed, and mining fatigue. The last structure is this graveyard right here, with each having like a bunch of loot and spawners, and then it's this big part right here in the middle, another spawner. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed, and if you want to see more, I hope you consider subscribing. If there's any other mods you want me to check out, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try to check them out. Also, if there's any bugs in these mods, my bad. I've only briefly looking through them.